Hi friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So we'll start our discussion on a new concept, which is the line of intuition. This line also comes in the category of the minor lines. And as you people are a seeker of the knowledge of occult and the meta sciences, so you're just going to love watching this concept getting discussed in detail. So before we'll start our discussion on the line of intuition, a quick introduction of the lines marked on our palm in general. How does lines marked on a palm gets formed? There can be three reasons to that. First is the soul, as it has been believed in spirituality that the soul never dies. It carries the account of the past life deeds. Second is the heredity, the genetics, the kind of traits which a child inherits from his parents, from his ancestors. And last is the fetal environment, the kind of environment which a mother gets at the time of the conception. Now comes the part how these lines marked on a palm gets judged. Any line marked on your palm gets judged on the basis of four principles: the origin of the line, the termination of the line, presence of any forks or branches on that particular line, and last, the presence of any special signs and symbols on that line. Now, comes the part of classification of the lines, because we have already reached the last segment of our syllabus on palmistry, and after that we are going to start with the different case studies. So it's important that you people would remain to be clear with all the basics. The lines get classified on the basis of primary lines, secondary lines, and the minor lines. So the primary lines are these three major lines. This is the heart line, which tells about your innermost feelings. If afflicted, this would just cause a vulnerability to your emotional setbacks. This is the headline, which tells about your intellectual capabilities. If afflicted, this would just pose a threat to depression or any kind of head injury. This is the lifeline, which tells about your vitality, your energy, your stamina. So this is about the three primary lines. Now comes the case of the secondary lines. Secondary lines are, this is the line of Saturn, which tells about all your concerns regarding your wealth, your promotion, your job. This line also tells about your the stability and sense of purpose in your life. I've seen in my own research with in the cases of all those people who remain unstable, who are just keep on changing job and switching the sector. So in those hands, I have found this line to be afflicted, because this line along with the wealth prospect also tells about your determination and stability. Next is the sun line, which tells about your the potential to attract name and fame, recognition, the perfectionist attitude, brilliance gets seen from this line. This line literally tells about the exact time when the sunshine is going to enter into your life. Next is the line of Mercury. This is the line of Mercury, which tells about your all the concerns regarding your business, your health related concerns get seen from this line. Now comes the part of the line in consideration, the line of intuition, because this line comes under the category of the minor lines. Primary lines get spotted in the majority of the hands. In almost 99.9% of the hands, you'll find the presence of these three primary lines. The secondary lines, these three fate line, sun line, and the line of Mercury, is very very in 60 to 70% of the hands you'll find these three lines. The minor lines, the lines like line of Mars, which we have discussed, the Via Lascivia, and this line of intuition, these remain to be a very rare lines. If spotted in an unafflicted condition, they just gives the modify the personality traits of an individual, completely modifies the individuality of an individual. But if afflicted, they just cause big problem. So it's better that you shouldn't have these lines rather than having afflicted. So coming to the part of having a discussion on the formation of the line of intuition, how exactly this line is gets formed, or how this line is seen on the palm. So line of intuition is, this line of intuition is found on the percussion side. So this is your percussion side. So the line of intuition is found over here on this region. So something like this. So the first condition is that it will be in an arc kind of curve, an arc kind of formation, and this line connects primarily two major mounts on the palm. This connects the mount of the Luna, mount of the moon, with the mount of the Mercury. So this is your mount of Mercury, which tells about your business acumen, ability to do research, your communication abilities, self-expression, all that gets seen from this portion, the mount of Mercury. Then this is your mount of outer Mars. Mars has got two regions on the palm. This is the inner mount of Mars, which tells about your aggression, your physical strength, and this tells about your mental strength. So this is our positive amount of mass or outer amount of mass. Now this portion is the amount of Luna, amount of Moon, which gets divided equally in 3 parts. So this is our upper amount of Luna, Moon, this is our middle amount of Moon, and this is our bottom amount of Moon. So what happen is, generally you'll find, you know, a line of intuition connecting the amount of Luna with the amount of Mercury. So this is a standard formation, though variation would remain, which we'll discuss in the further topics. So now coming to the part of the signification of this line of intuition. What does line of intuition represent? The line of intuition just gift someone, if found in an immaculate state, deep and very clearly formed on the palm. This just gives someone the traits of good imagination, good intuition and extrasensory perception. All those people who in their cases their dreams and presentiments turned out to be accurate, they get the vibrations whenever they meet someone. So this is a typical sign which generally gets seen in the hands of the psychic, mediums, healers, hypnotists, and even in the hands of the all those people in the business of artistic realms, where they need to have a heightened sense of subconscious. You have to understand that when it comes to this line of intuition, be it any bigger sign, whenever you have spotted in the palm, you have to look at it in conjunction and comprehensively with the other signs present on the hand, because what is going to happen is that this is an indication that this person has got very heightened subconscious. So that could be used as a gift, and that could also become a curse for this person, in the form of this person just starts losing sense of reality and can become hysterical. So that is the only reason why I gave a comprehensive analysis to each and every concept. So having a discussion on the signification, and this line also tells about a kind of touch with the collective unconsciousness, like the way a concept given by the famous psychoanalyst Carl Jung, where he has proved that we all humans, there is a part of psyche which we share with rest of the humans, which enables the telepathy. So these people have this kind of connection with that collective unconsciousness of all the humans living in the world. So this is with the signification of this part. Now comes the part of having a discussion on whether, if this line is present on the palm, how will we get to know whether the qualities of heightened imagination or intuitiveness is lying dormant, inactive, or whether it's active in someone's life or someone's personality or thinking process. So you need to understand that this having a presence of this sign is a sure sign that the intuitiveness is present in someone's thinking process. Now whether this person is enhancing it or using it for his good or other people's humanitarian good, that remains to be left on in an individual's will. So how much efforts whether that person is putting for the enhancement of all these gifts which the God has chosen for him or blessed him with, so that all depends on that, how much efforts an individual is putting for the enhancement of these gifts. Because in any case, otherwise, see, having a presence of this line would ensure that the person will get kind of this kind of vivid dreams, the person will get that kind of hunches on and off. But to enhance it, to tame it, and kind of build it in such a way that it can be used for the betterment of his good as well as for the other people's good, the person needs to put efforts in the form of taking a spiritual path, whether becoming a vegan or doing meditation, all the religious austerities, refraining from all those things which could kind of distort the connection between him and the Almighty, in the form of taking into alcohol, greed, lust and all those things which could just break a connection with the superconscious. So he just has to remain and he has to ensure that he is actively working towards the building and reinforcement of this gift which the God has blessed him with. Next is about the quality of the line. So like the way I have already told you, this is an immaculate state, this is a standard length and a condition of the line of intuition. It should be, if it would be deep and clear, person will get the best result of this line in the form of heightened extrasensory perception, good intuitiveness, ability to acquire knowledge which is beyond the sensory or conscious reasoning of other people, but only if this line is in a deep and clear state. Let's say for example, if you'll find this line to be broken, so what is going to happen is that first of all, his this intuitiveness would remain to be restricted. That's the one way to look at it. Another way is that this kind of kind of flash of intuition would remain to be on and off in a sporadic manner. They will not remain consistent. Whenever this person wishes to get the help of this realm beyond everyone's understanding for the help, or for the concerns which can help others, so he will not be able to get into that unconscious zone 24 hours. So this kind of getting into that realm would remain to be very restricted and time bound. So this is with this case. And let's say, for example, if you have found this line to be in a chained kind of formation, or in an islanded or grilled kind of formation, so what would remain is that the intuition would remain to be on this person's side, but in the form of only doom. So that might be a case that this person would specialize only in forecasting or predicting any signs of disaster, like the way there are those psychics and those mediums who always come to news or comes to everyone's notice whenever they predict something, some sort of news of disaster, which happen to be true, which turn out to be true, but they specializes only in predicting kind of unfortunate events. So that might be a case with these people. And especially when it comes to defects, if any defect found here on the line of intuition in the form of a crossbar, mole or island, so first of all, the reliability of the intuition, the information which the person is perceiving, the reliability would remain to be of questionable nature. That's the one way to look at it. And second way is that it would also cause a trouble to the possessor as well. So many times what has been seen is that when the line of intuition begins from an island, these people have seen with the problem of sleepwalking. So this is with the case with the defects and the quality of the line. Next is about the variations in the origin. So let's say, for example, I have already told you the standard length. Many times what happens is that you will find this line of intuition to be originating from the lower mount of the moon and terminating on the mount of outer Mars, or let's say, for example, even from here but terminating over here only. So because what used to be the case that in a standard length, the line of intuition is connecting with the Luna, mount of Luna with the mount of Mercury. So what is happening is that Mercury, which represents intelligence, and the intelligence of Mercury is very rational and analytical, but what happens is when it gets connected with the Luna, so that becomes a kind of intuitive intelligence, where without any rational understanding, person has a knack to get into the life of others, get into the brain of others, and he can understand what is going in that person's life, and he can perceive things, like the way it happens with all the clairvoyants and people who have the ability to foresee images, vibrations, feel the vibrations, so and hear the sounds. So that might be the case when this line is connecting with the mount of Mercury. That is the only reason that is considered as a standard length. But even when this line is ending on the mount of the outer Mars, so the person is being blessed with the practicality and physical energy of the outer planet Mars, because you have to understand that this portion is still considered as positive compared to this portion, which tells about the aggression and violent streak. This portion here, this portion on the palm, just tells about the mental strength, the temperance, the endurance. So this is not a negative sign, rather it's a blessing in disguise. What would happen is that, like I was telling you, that in the path of spirituality one needs to abide by complete discipline, because what is happening is that the involvement of the planet Mars, the outer mount of the Mars, is going to just ensure that first thing is that the person will not get tempted by making by the temptation of making quick gains, easy money, becoming a charlatan. And it would also ensure that the person would remain in the pursuit of enhancement of these blessings in the form of line of intuition, by taking a path of spirituality, by indulging into religious austerities, and refraining from all the vices of the material world, be it greed, lust, anger. So this is with the case when the mount of Mars would also get involved, and the line of intuition, rather than its standard termination on the mount of Mercury, would terminate on the outer Mars. Because earlier the case was with the involvement of the planet Mars, the mount of Mercury, the intelligence of the Mercury was getting the intuitive information and inspiration from the mount of Luna, the kind of knowledge which can't be understood by the conscious awareness. But with this kind of formation where the line of intuition is terminating on the outer mount of the Mars, is also considered as positive. Now next concept is, whenever you will find the negative cases, like all those cases where this gifts of intuitiveness and clairvoyance are used in a evil way. So what would remain to be the cases? For that you have to first understand what all are the negative qualities and the weaknesses and the vulnerability of each archetype. This is the index finger associated with the planet Jupiter. Jupiteran people are very much vulnerable towards becoming too ambitious and egoist. So a leader can be seen from this finger, from this mount, but also an autocratic leader can also be seen, a dictator can also be seen from this finger and this mount. Same way Saturnians are always on the verge of getting into depression or melancholiness. The Apollonian people, the sun people, are always on the verge of becoming too pretentious or becoming too indulging into too much of the pomp and show. And when it comes to the case of the two mounts which we are considering, the mount of Luna and the mount of Mercury. So the Luna people are like more vulnerable towards lying, and the Mercurian people are more vulnerable towards dishonesty. So how can we judge that? Let's say, for example, along with the line of intuition, you have seen that other indications of the hand are, other signs of the hand are indicating towards negative and evil direction, like the way the texture of the skin is very rough, and there is the presence of X bar or grill on the mount of Mercury, as well as the little finger is crooked. So these all are the signs which would indicate that the person is going to make use of all of this blessing and gifts in order to harm others, to trick others, and becoming a scamster. So this is how the dark side of this gift can be seen as and looked at as. Next is, for example, like the way you must come across all those cases and all those situations when at the time I was doing the career analysis, where people used to ask this question. When I did let's say for example, I did a career analysis for what all are the signs to become a doctor. I did that. Afterwards, I kept on getting so many messages from the people that I am a doctor, I do not have this sign. So it is not a mandate. It's just like that. If those signs are present in your hand, and if you take that occupation, that profession, you'll be successful in that. You'll be you'll be contented with if you have chosen that field. It's not like that if those signs are not present, so you can't become a doctor, or say anyone else who wants to become a doctor, he needs to have all those signs. It's just a mode, a medium to understand the concept of and the divine science of palmistry. So when it comes to looking at it from the perspective of an eligibility of a psychic to have a line of intuition, so this is not completely true. Like the way I have already explained this thing at the beginning of our discussion, that minor lines are rare lines. You will not find these kind of lines in majority of the hands. But let's say, as the topic, the question in consideration is the eligibility for becoming a psychic. If this line is present, this will just give an additional boost. Apart from that, there are other signs marked on the hand as well, which also indicate towards person becoming good psychic. Those are like, if the fingers are of conic tips, that's one good sign. The ring of Solomon present here on the mount of Jupiter. Then the presence of psychic cross, mystic cross under here in the quadrangle, in between in the quadrangle under the middle finger, and even the conic hands. These people are remain to be very much open towards the extrasensory perception, heightened intuitiveness. So this is not the sole sign, though if this sign is present, this will just add to the features of becoming a good psychic. So this is all what I have to say on this. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on palmistry, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.